So the final whistle has gone over in Germany with, of course, a thriller. That's right. Croatia 2, Albania 2. Who would have thunk it? I didn't think it in what was an absolute thriller. So kudos for Albania for never saying die in that game. And, of course, now it looks pretty bleak for the Croatians moving forward. In fact, it does technically look bleak for both of these two sides, in which, of course, is the group of death, Group B, that's right. But Albania, what a performance, took the lead, really gave it to Croatia, and looks set to get all 3 points at one stage before a rapid turnaround from Croatia to then not only equalise, but then take the lead themselves to put them 2-1 up. And it wasn't into the dying embers of the game where Albania somehow salvaged a lifeline, not only for this match, but also for the tournament itself. 2-2, absolute thriller. We've been actually quite blessed recently with thrilling games. I thought the Georgia game was fantastic. This is up there, is alongside it, of course, where you get I don't know disrespect in this, but a minnow in the shape of Albania really taking it to Croatia. I think for the majority of the game, especially for the first half, you would say Albania deserved this. They deserved all 3 points, to be fair. I think their passion was there. They wanted this game more. They wanted the points more. I think Croatia were kind of a little bit arrogant, a little bit of English fever maybe going through them, a little bit cocky perhaps, think they'll just show up and get all 3 points. But it wasn't the case. Albania looked good for it for the most part. Yes, Croatia may have all the ball and, of course, eventually start to create more chances. But if I'm going to be completely honest with you, once Croatia got the equaliser, I thought, you know what, there's only one side winning in this, and that was, of course, going to be Croatia. But I was wrong. Not only did they get, of course, the winning, or what appeared to be a leading goal in 2-1, the Albanians, they came back. That's right, they came back right back in it, 2-1. So you've got to give them credit, Albania, for never saying die. They showed up, they stood up, they were accounted for, and they got themselves a share of the spoils. Now, ultimately, that's not really going to amount to much, is it? Because in the grand scheme of things, the next game for Albania is going to be Spain. You know, we've only seen Spain against Croatia, and to be honest with you, maybe Croatia was just that bad, or are Spain really that good? But if Albania played if they give the same desire as they gave today, they could get something out of that game against Spain. Ultimately, they're going to need a win to get to qualify for the last 16. Because I don't see a scenario where 2 points, whether you're in third place or not, gets you into that. Gets you into the last 16. What I can say though is, of course, we've got to wait till tomorrow before that Spain-Italy match. And if Italy were to lose and Spain were to win, in fact, that doesn't really change anything. In fact, forget what I was about to say there. Croatia on the flip side will have to take on Italy, and right now they would have to beat them to get those 4 points to be in the consideration for it. So, yeah, of course, Croatia are going to be regretting this one as a missed opportunity for them to take the 3 points. But honestly, they just weren't there in the first half. Mentally, they weren't there. Albania just wanted it more. It was very much gung-ho from Albania. They ran for every ball. And again, maybe just a little bit of tiredness or a little bit of lagginess in midfield for Croatia. They've got it all to do, though, in that next game against Italy, because a draw, like I said, ain't going to cut it. You're not going to finish second right now. It is all about getting enough points to be in that consideration for a third place finish. And right now, you've got the goal difference against you as well, Croatia. 3-0 loss to Spain. You need the result first against Italy, and then you take it from there, of course. But Albania, again, I'd love to say and sit here and say, you know, that point's going to do you well, but ultimately it's not gonna see you get through, unfortunately. But ride with this one, ride with the optimism. Maybe, just maybe, you have a little bit more luck or a little bit more desire against Spain. It is football at the end of the day, and of course, 11 men against 11. You know, if you want it hard enough, you'll get it. But yes, tears for the Croatians at the end of this one, and of course, maybe some celebrations for the Albanians here. But ultimately, 2-2, thrilling match, one of the best games we've had so far. Non-stop stuff, never say die as well from the Albanians, and that's of course a lot of countries such as the Serbians, of course, now maybe even Ukraine, have got to take inspiration from Albania, of course, by showing that you know, it ain't over till it's over, boys. It ain't over till it's over. Yes, they had a little bit of a wobble in the middle of this game, the 70-odd minutes, but Albania just kept fighting to the bitter end, and of course gave him a good account for themselves. Croatia back to the drawing board, win, and you're still back in. And of course, I believe in you. I do think you can get a result against Italy, and I think you could have ultimately get through to that last 16. And it's still on right here, right now, as we talk. There is still chance of a second place finish for you if you were to get the result against Italy. And of course, if Spain do you a favour and take them out of the equation later on in the week. But that's it, guys. Subscribe, smash the like. Your non-stop shop continues here for Euro 2024 content and, of course, beyond. So get the likes in. See you soon for the next one. We're done.